Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? It is morning still, isn't it? 20 more minutes. It's still morning. Another late start today, but hey, that just seems to be the way it's going to be until my husband goes back to work. Anyway, today's bag is another Canadian brand that I really, really enjoy finding. And it is another day of Aldo. Yesterday, yesterday was the little 50s snake print. The day before was that super cute beige leather baguette shoulder bag by Aldo, which was a 90s, I do believe. This is an 80s. It is very, very simple. Aldo Collection, this beautiful, just noticing a couple of little indents in the leather there, but this beautiful mahogany brown. I mean, I guess it's a bit of a daily driver because there's really not any adornments. It's very, very simple. I do like the little seam up the side panel just to give it a little bit of interest. A great gusset on the bottom. Now, I did a little bit of work to this bag. Let me see where I can... Yeah, it was around about here. There was just a little spot where the leather was a bit lighter. So I did some work on some bags yesterday in the window in the living room because the light is just so perfect. And I was able to mix a color that worked really well with this. So it's an 18-inch strap drop. Definitely not a crossbody. I mean, if you're teeny weeny, you might be able to get it crossbody, but this, well, I mean, if you absolutely wanted to be hands-free and like use it as like a feed bag, maybe you can get away with it. But let's unpack it. There's a lot going on in this little bag. So you have a zipper compartment here, and there's that brilliant 80s cotton interior. You have a zipper compartment on each of the outsides, and then you have a zipper compartment in the middle. There's that great 80s fabric Aldo label. Another zipper compartment inside. Of course, no foam pouches because there was not such a thing back then. But this is a great little bag. I actually thought this might work for my mom. But I don't think it's big enough. And my mom wants 2 straps. So the search continues for Wee Mary's bag. But this is so pretty. Oh, sorry. I think I might just sticker on my website and just say, look at everything on there. If you see anything you like, let me know. Because everything I show her is not working. So that is today's beautiful but very simple little Aldo Collection 80s vintage leather mahogany brown beautifulness. I love it. Love it, love it. I always love picking up Aldo, which is a Canadian brand out of Montreal. Used to be Le Chateau's house brand. And then I think they still may have something to do with Le Chateau. There used to be a Le Chateau in Eastgate Square, but I don't, which is a kind of a little hole in the wall mall in my neck of the woods, but I don't think they have it anymore. Yeah, back in the 80s, Electric Circus down at City TV, all the dancers, they would all have their Le Chateau garb on. Back in the day. So that is today's bag. It is Friday today. I don't even know what day it is. I have not been to the gym all week. I am not sore as a result. I've just had a bit of an attitude problem this week. I've done my elliptical every morning. I've gotten Pius interested in The Block, which is an Australian decorating competition show. I've been watching it for years, and I would literally just watch it when I was doing my cardio, but we've actually started to kind of sit and watch it after, just because we're bored out of our tree pretty well. I mean, I'm still working away. Oh my goodness me, I can't tell you. Last night I was ready to throw the computer and myself out the window. I just could not figure out how to upload my shop at the shed videos to my leather bag lady, my leather bag lady Facebook page. Oh my God, I did finally figure it out. And the thing was, I could see Pius wanting to, kind of wind down for the evening, watch our show, whatever. And I was like, I can't concentrate until I figure this out. Like, I just can't. So I finally did get it figured out. So that was enough for me. I was able to put it away and then kind of decompress for the evening. It is a beautiful sunny day today. Leather Bag Lady weather report. It's supposed to get up to 9 degrees today. It is just crazy. It is crazy pants. But we did put the temperature up a little bit in the house last night, just by a degree. But yeah, it's starting to get a little cooler. And we are in Canada, by the way, but you wouldn't know it. Some of these temperatures, it's just crazy. I'm looking out on the deck. There's still leaves out there. It's just, it just is what it is. So I have a question for you. And at the risk of maybe sharing too much about my process in terms of my new project, I'm really, really struggling with the shipping. I am not ready to launch this thing until I get this shipping sorted out. And I'm very honest with you about the whole shipping deal. And I'm going to do a little bit of a YouTube dive on it today and just see if there's any videos on there of what people suggest and what they recommend. Free shipping is a thing. It is an absolute thing. And I want to be able to offer free shipping on my .com. The pricing is where I'm falling down a little bit. Now, Etsy is a specialty platform, and I've said this to you before, it does allow you to charge a little more, which makes it easier for me to absorb a shipping cost. So since I'm not going to show you in detail because it's just, a bit of a waste of time. Well, not a waste of time, but so I did 2 comparison sheets, and this is what they look like. Etsy fees, Shopify fees. So my average price when I do a show is $45 to $50 for a purse. Anything over $50 is a decision. My target customer for my .com is probably 45 and up, which is why I am choosing to predominantly concentrate on Facebook. Now, for my initial effort on this online purse show project is just to stick with my Hamilton location. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be offering pickup just because Pius is very nervous about a few things, people coming to the house and whatnot. I've never really worried about it before, but I get it. Especially now that I have, this shed here and, we don't want to advertise too much stuff, which makes sense. But it eliminates a whole option for me, which is a pickup option. Now, once Pius gets back to work, we are going to again ask if there is a possibility that Pius could change his shift to a weekend shift. Now, we thought about that last summer just because I would then be able to take a flea market booth, or what I'm even hoping to do is share a space with someone so that I can go to the flea market 1 or 2 days, like for a few hours Saturday, a few hours Sunday, and I can offer a pickup option. Now, here's where it gets a little bit squirrely. I can't do that unless Pius is working over the weekend, because the weekend is our trailer time. In the winter, it's not a big deal. So do I change my shipping options? I don't want to do so much changing. I want to try and get it right first time, which, let's look at my whole plan for my time with Megan, my business coach, and like nothing that we did in our first session has actually come to pass now that, you know, we're moving forward, completely different direction. And you just don't know what's going to happen. All my Christmas shows being canceled just changed my whole direction. So with that in mind, I am not able to as easily bury the cost of shipping for my .com as I am for my Etsy shop. Now, if I'm going, regardless of which route I go, I will have a nominal US shipping fee on my .com as well as I do on my Etsy. The shipping is just too expensive. I mean, to California, it's $25, $26. Even yesterday I sent a bag out and it was $30. So I can't swallow that when I'm selling a bag for $50. It's just not possible. So, but I see it coming as kind of three scenarios: complete free shipping, which, you know, the cost is buried in the bag. You do. Second is to have a flat rate shipping option, which is very reasonable, much like I do with the US, but that would be for Canada as well. And then I absorb, you know, like 50% of the shipping cost, or I just reduce the prices and people pay their own shipping. But I want to be able to offer some kind of deal. It's not going to make much difference if you're watching me on YouTube or on Facebook, because it will be free shipping regardless. But when I'm going into a small business with my note cards and I am trying to encourage those ladies or gents, whoever, to go that extra step and log into my leatherbag-lady.com, there has to be a reason for them to do that. And it will just be the notification that I offer free shipping. So, or, I mean, for me to say discounted shipping, it's still a benefit, but I don't know what to do. What do you think? What do you think? I hate paying for shipping. I hate paying for shipping, even if it is buried in the cost. But I also see that there is a huge advantage for I pay partial and you pay partial. So I, a few years ago, discovered a jewelry company in California called Dreamland Jewelry. If you haven't discovered this company, please check it out. This is my ring of choice on this hand. And these rings, when they first opened their business 3-4 years ago, was $11 US. They are not $11 US anymore. They are $925 sterling. So they have a flat rate. And back when I was ordering, it was $7.99. And I paid that, not a problem. And I just don't know what to do. I am so ready. I've got 2 videos ready to go. Shop at the Shed episode 1, Shop at the Shed episode 2. They are filmed, ready to go. I have changed the profile on my shipping app, on my shipping part of my .com. I've changed the prices on my .com to reflect that shipping. But I just don't know if it's the right thing to do. I just don't. I really am so stuck, and I need to get this going. I just so need to get this going. I've had my last show this week, and that is it. I have no more shows booked, and I really don't want to have any. If I get invited to do a show, I will always seriously consider that, because I will never turn down an invitation, but I am not actively soliciting. I mean, just for an example, did I do the third one? No, let me find. This might be a good kind of exercise for any of you out there who are trying to consider whether or not this is for you. So what I did was I did 3 comparative pricing sheets. One for Etsy, one for my .com, and one for in-person shows. So these these pricing sheets included whatever fees the platform charged, the cost of the bag, my cost to package, my poly mailer, my bubble wrap, my note cards, all that stuff. And the fees, like Shopify has one monthly fee, and that's it. Whereas Etsy charges per bag, and then the shipping cost. So for me, so let's just pick, what have I got that runs? This will be a real eye-opener for you. So let's just say a $55 bag, because that is as high as I went in my in-person comparison. So in person, for me to sell a $55 bag, I will make $35. A $55 bag on Etsy, I will make $17.55. A $55 bag on Shopify, I will make $20.20. So, then we get up to, let's remove my in-person shows because I didn't calculate any higher than $55. So say we go to an $85 bag. On Etsy, $85, I will make $36.85. On an $85 bag on Shopify, I will make $41.34. And that is me giving free shipping. So would you rather, so let's just use that $85 bag. Would you rather pay $85 for the bag and free shipping, or $65 for the bag and a $20 shipping fee? I don't know. Shipping within Canada, I can pretty well keep it to $20, obviously, unless it's multiple bags. Anything in the States, as I said, anything to California, which is pretty well the West Coast as far as it goes, it's $25 to $30. So if I'm still keeping that $20 shipping mark, then that's where that Etsy $5 or Shopify $7 comes into play, because I've only really gauged $15 for Canadian shipping because I'm concentrating on Hamilton for really the time being. But then I think, you're a freaking dummy. How many sales have I made in Hamilton on my Etsy? Maybe 4, 5. Like across the board since I started. Most of my business comes from BC, California, and Montreal, Quebec, and some of the provinces, the eastern provinces. They are really expensive to ship to. I am so confused. And I have to get this cracking. I really do. But anyway, it's Friday. We're not sure if we're going to hockey tonight. My mom's not feeling very well, so I doubt very much they will be going. And it's more fun to sit in the stands with my mom. I know, Pius really likes it. I'm not really a hockey fan. Like the Blue Jays. Like, I don't mind going 2 or 3 times a season. But to go every week? Oh, I don't know. It's more about spending the time with the family. And Angus is not really, he's enjoying the hockey, but he's got a long-term girlfriend now. He's in his program to be an electrician. He's kind of over it. He's just doing it because he's been doing it for 4 years. He's got his buddies on the team and whatever. But my brother-in-law doesn't sit with us. He gets very, very involved in the game. So he goes and stands someplace else. And my sister is exhausted by the time she gets home from work. So 9 times out of 10, she doesn't even go. So I don't know what we're going to be doing. We'll see, I guess, as the day goes on. Pius has got some running around to do. I am going to be in here for the time being. And that is about it. So enjoy your weekend, everybody. And if you wouldn't mind just throwing your opinion out there on the shipping, Nora, I'd love to hear from you. Cynthia, I know you will. If you actually watch this, you'll give me your 2 cents worth. Um, anybody else? Oh, why do I never remember your name? Pauline in Toronto. Please, if you watch, please let me know what you think, because you're probably closest to home to me. So anyway, everybody, have a great weekend, and I will talk to you on Monday. Bye.